Hi, I'm Jim Ward of the Middle Country Public Library, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 16 in our History Bites series. Today, we will discuss the origins of Veterans Day and how we celebrate those who served our nation every November 11th. Veterans Day is a U.S. legal holiday dedicated to American veterans of all wars. In 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, an armistice, or temporary cessation of hostilities, was declared between the Allied nations and Germany in World War I, then known as the Great War. The Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1919, marking the official end of World War I. Nonetheless, the armistice date of November 11, 1918, remained in the public imagination as the date that marked the end of the conflict. 1 year later, in November 1919, U.S. President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the first commemoration of Armistice Day. The day's observation included parades and public gatherings, as well as a brief pause in business and school activities at 11 a.m. On November 11, 1921, an unidentified American soldier killed in World War I was buried at Arlington National Cemetery near Washington, D.C. On the same day, the previous year, unidentified soldiers were laid to rest at Westminster Abbey in London and the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. On June 4, 1926, Congress passed a resolution that the recurring anniversary of November 11, 1918, should be commemorated with thanksgiving and prayer and exercises designed to perpetuate peace through goodwill and mutual understanding between nations, and that the President should issue an annual proclamation calling for the observance of Armistice Day. November 11th became an official national holiday in the United States in 1938. As such, this new legal holiday honored World War I veterans. But then World War II and the Korean War happened. In 1945, Raymond Weeks, a veteran of World War II from Birmingham, Alabama, met with General Dwight D. Eisenhower to discuss the creation of a National Veterans Day, an idea Eisenhower supported. 2 years later, on November 11, 1947, Weeks organized the first Veterans Day celebration in Birmingham. In 1953, citizens of Emporia, Kansas, officially renamed their Armistice Day commemoration Veterans Day, leading Kansas Congressman Edward H. Rees to propose legislation to change the name of the federal holiday to Veterans Day as well. So on June 1, 1954, at the urging of veterans service organizations, Congress amended the commemoration yet again by changing the word armistice to veterans, so the day would honor American veterans of all wars, and President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed it into law. In 1968, the Uniforms Holiday Bill ensured 3-day weekends for federal employees by celebrating 4 national holidays on Mondays: Washington's birthday, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and Columbus Day. Under this bill, Veterans Day was moved to the 4th Monday of October. Many states did not agree with this decision and continued to celebrate the holiday on its original date. The first Veterans Day under the new law was observed with much confusion on October 25, 1971. In 1975, it became evident that the actual date of Veterans Day carried historical and patriotic significance to many Americans. On September 20, 1975, President Gerald R. Ford signed a law which returned the annual observance of Veterans Day to its original date of November 11th, beginning in 1978. Since then, the Veterans Day holiday has been observed on November 11th. If November 11th falls on a Saturday or Sunday, the federal government observes the holiday on the previous Friday or following Monday, respectively. Government offices are closed on Veterans Day. Ceremonies are held each year at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and floral tributes are placed on the graves of service men and women and at memorials throughout the country. Naturalization ceremonies have also come to be an important part of the day's activities. Throughout the month of November, the Middle Country Public Library will be showcasing videos on our social media platforms from different agencies and organizations that provide services to veterans. On this Veterans Day, let us reflect on those brave men and women who answered the call of duty to serve their nation throughout our history. And if you're out at the store or at work and see a veteran, make sure to thank them for their service. I'd like to thank you all for joining us for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, click like, and if you watched on YouTube, hit subscribe. Thanks so much, and we'll see you all next time.